Hey, what's up, CSA members, and welcome to week 15 of your Summer CSA. Beautiful box. We're coming to you from what we affectionately refer to as the big field. This is our first of at least 2 fall plantings of our broccoli. Over here is kale, and it is some of the best looking stuff we've seen all year, so that's really exciting. It's really actually a wonderful time of year to farm. You know, on the one hand, this time of year, we're super, we've been going really hard at it for a long time, and it's getting darker earlier and colder, and so your body starts to feel like it's almost over, but really it's nowhere near over. We got like 2 months left of CSA when you consider the fall CSA. We've got all this stuff to harvest. We're done planting, but there's still a lot of weeding, a lot of field cleanup to do. So there's a lot of work to do. Still can't start resting yet, but it's cool that, when the planting slows down and the weeds kind of slow down, it looks really good out here, and I'd like to tell you it looks this way all the time, but well, I'm just going to tell you it does. But I'm going to tell you it does. Anyway, let's jump in the box. Let's just go for it. Green leaf lettuce heads. Got some awesome lettuce. Like I said, last week I think we started picking this new planting. It's really awesome. We got some really tender kale. This is like the most tender kale I've ever seen. Actually, this is a new variety that we're trying out. It's what you see right here to my left. It's like some German variety, Haberner, Gumberner, or something like that. I don't know. It's like the 2 really long words. One starts with like an H or a K, and the other starts with like a G or an H. I don't know. It's like good. It's an heirloom, so you'll love it. This is some a new lettuce mix here. We call it the Lux Mix because it's so luxurious. So check that out. Just playing around with different ways of growing lettuce mix for you guys. So opportune time for feedback. Do you like this mix more or less than last time's or last week's? Hit me up. Let me know. Micros. We got actually my 2 favorite microgreens this week. Arugula and cilantro, which I asked the guys to custom grow for your CSA box this week, and we'll get there in a minute. So yeah, keeping on trucking. Let's see here. Greens. Not 1, but 2 radicchios. So radicchio's back. We're gonna see it for the next few weeks. Radicchio's really cool this time of year cooked. If you put it, kind of like quarter it up, soak it, and then if you like wrap it in bacon and roast it in the oven, it kind of cooks down. The sweetness is drawn out by the roasting process. The smokiness and fattiness of the bacon is, well, you know what that is. It's awesome. So try doing that. It's a little bit different than just eating it raw. It's kind of another way to enjoy it. There's so much stuff in here. It's not even funny. Mixed beets. So we finally got onto another planting of beets that have decent greens. So we've got your red beets, your candy stripes, and your golden. Roast them up, chop them up, mix them up. They're really pretty. Zucchini and summer squash. Been a great cucurbit season. Got a nice little cucumber there for everybody to enjoy. This is cool because this time of year is like one of the best time of years to eat, because like we've got bunker summer fruit growing still, but then we also have some of the more cool weather crops coming in. So even though it's hot in the day, it's cool at the night. We got these beautiful radishes. Check those out. And they even have really good quality greens right now. Some people like to eat those. I've eaten them cooked. Don't like them raw. Whatever you want, it's up to you. Scallions in the box. All right, this is gonna get dicey here. All right, so we talked a little bit last week or the week before, I don't even remember weeks, about how all the fruit's going nuts because it's all like, oh, it's cold out at night, So lots of peppers, including some really cool poblanos. So this week we're including a recipe for a roasted pepper salsa or poblano or whatever. You can use any of the peppers that we have, and they'll go great with your bonkers amount of tomatoes. Now, I've noticed that not all of you are taking your 10 allotted tomatoes, and that's fine. You don't need to do that. But if you want to, you can. I'm probably like 80% sure that this is the last week of bonkers tomato time. And that's just simply because they're slowing down. It's getting cold out at night. We are expecting a little bit of a heat wave coming through, so I'm pumping all the fruit with water right now. It's gonna get really hot out during the day, like in the mid 80s for the next few days this weekend, which sounds awesome. and then hopefully it freaks the plants out and they're like, oh, it's summer, we better start producing more fruit and we can get an actual bumper crop at the end of the season. That's kind of how that works. I'm kind of hoping to force that to happen, so we'll see. So anyway, we've included the tomatoes, the peppers, you got your onions, and then I thought it'd be cool if you want to fancy it up, put some, put it on a taco and top it with like some micro cilantro. It's a very elegant thing, micro cilantro is. So enjoy that. Another cool thing that I've done, if you're looking for ways to get rid of all your tomatoes, is over the weekend, a couple weekends ago, I cut up all my peppers, I cut up a bunch of tomatoes, and I had some extra fennel lying around, so if you have any fennel in your fridge in the past couple weeks, I just cut all that up together, onions and garlic, and roasted it in a pan. Got this like big soupy mess going on. I took spicy Italian sausages and just threw them in that bubbly goodness and roasted them off for, I don't know, until they were delicious. And that was a wonderful dish. And then I took that like saucy goodness after they roasted cooked the peppers in it, and then I blended that down into a tomato sauce, made tomato sauce out of it. And then one of the kids was like, yo, can I have some tomato soup? And I'm like, sure. I took the same sauce, I added some cream to it, added some butter to it, blended that up, boom, now it's tomato soup. It was like I was working miracles that day. But anyway, that's something you could do with, just have like a ton of stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's this week. We've got 3 weeks left, you guys, of summer season, and then we're on to our fall. So for those of you who are our fall members, we got plenty of time left. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy the food, eat it. I'll see you next week. Thanks.